Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning. Beautiful day. God is good. November 28th, 2022. November 28th, 2022. Salon people, you see right now, we're to the revision. You see, we tell God thank you for everything. For over the past 4 years, we fed this SLPP government, everything we don't tell them, we say everything we say, we can, we analyze issues, we see, we get foresight. We're not kind of for lebe. No. Easy for put all this call together. Wake 5 o'clock morning, coordinate with other persons in other parts of the world, communicate there, catch box there. And again, today we get the beautiful presence of our brother Kashokol. We communicate, we bring brother Kashokol here. But I just want to rub out a few things there before we get going. Salon people, and first of all, APC people as a whole, and Sierra Leoneans as a whole, but APC people directly. I want to know, say, lower level elections are coming. The TIIEMC, where the TIMEC, Transitional Independent Interim Electoral Management Committee, now the body were responsible for take we the APC people out into lower level elections. APC people, I know the struggle has been a long one, but I tell you now, hold fast, stay fast, steadfast no more. The fact of the matter is, that battle, we go winner. If people like say there is no time, and really there is not much time, but to God at least there, the small time we'll go do it, we'll do it. Lower level elections, they happen. We pick with what chairman them. Every district level, regional level, constitute we pick them. Chairman and chairwoman them. APC party they win the next elections, June 24, 2023. The beautiful thing is we don't Sabi Orman. Right now inside the APC, Orman Sabi Orman. Orman know that. And we don't know the problem makers at this party. You see, that's where they say, hey, we are comrades, it's busy, that. Don't forgive, don't move on. Now, hey, they reach a point, some people if for go. And therefore belong now in a political party. They reach there. They missed the first step. The first step now in Fisher come a passed down constitutional ruling. Because APC gonna court for go adopt a new constitution. After that, the case before done. But then she say, oh, but the way they don't go, some money the way they don't misbehave. They don't say if they pay them the only party back by SNA Secretary General. They give beaucoup people them. Now they say this way, not for allow this thing out, not for allow them they can't take this party back. Then delay the party again for pass another fresh ruling for say they for dissolve the legally constituted organ, the executive of the APC party. One judge unilaterally in one he take the decision for dissolve APC. And they talk again, and one day they challenge that ruling again as Salon. Fisher ruling was unconstitutional. There is no judge born of a woman, and they talk and back. We get the gut for dissolve the executive of SLPP. We see at the time where SLPP do worse, and elect no much for people in the 12 piece, all kind of thing, and do that a party office. That judge not there, we get mind for go dissolve that executive. Let alone the APC party, nothing will be happy in. They say them on no selection. When the selection be needed because of the time we get the rebel war, the proportional representation and the user, not all my able for go. Now the only reason we make the say selection, they put that inside the constitution. It work at that time. And if for even a work now, but I said no one time fine. We all want no one selection. Now the election we want. Some people are the give them backdrop there because I want to understand whose side effect this fight don't come out. It don't come out from a very long place. I want to understand. We see what's in the happen in parliament. Parliamentarian in the first now. But when it comes to passing other kinds of laws, them parliamentarian in effect, right now, things that today or so, they're supposed to go pass the supplementary budget again. When the members of parliament, they ever fought for supplementary budget, but when they see people that go without salary, without pay, price control all over the country, but when it comes to other things, them, we don't ever hear effect for the people. But that now talk now we left that side here now. But we know say the PR system, we don't want them. And again, going to the fight in the parliament. Abbas Bundu get a responsibility now, a heavy one as the speaker. They be really want the confusion. Whatever game that they play that is sabi. But Abbas Bundu as the speaker, irresponsible if you see say there is a particular bill na the table where other sides they agree, they say no what time it's supposed for carry everybody go out of the well of parliament and go through the meeting. Then try for talk about the whole thing and say no, okay, we now agree now, we not agree. But the whole thing is that particular fact the Abbas Bundu orchestrate time because he one time as the speaker of parliament, he get the authority. If he say things they go out of hand for stop the parliamentary sitting, immediately for stop her, for bring things under control. But he not do one because he want for that fete the other. And again, the point is this: the reason why they fet that fete, I didn't make them point there clear. No more let people understand. Salon people them because at the end of the day, any bill where they come from parliament, they for not get set and force. And the fact is, we know so they not get set this way also. The members of parliament and the APC say, we not get set this bill. Therefore, we not go bring a canaya. What's that? They get set? It means they for bring it to the public attention. But what's in happen? For 4 years, then Ghana not respect the people of Sierra Leone, everything that they do. They can't declare PR system. You know, but Salon people, I just, they lay all them backdrop there, we understand, say, we are onto something. We don't have any bad people in that country today. We know that the people that will not respect democracy. We know that the people that will not respect with sovereignty. And I want to tell them, say, sovereignty belongs to the people. Section 5, subsection 2 of the Constitution makes it very clear. Sovereignty belongs to the people. The government derives its legitimacy, its authority, and its power from the people. Now the people give government power. Which is a democracy. Democracy is the power of the people, for the people and by the people. With the Sabinian people here at Salon, all the bad mortal man they will get inside with democracy, even within the APC as a party, when they work with the government, you get section of the APC, a section of them, the corrupt elements within the APC, when they work with the SLPP for destroy the APC as a political party. But you know, all of those things are the issues that we can dissociate. Comrade, let's bring you in. Let you introduce brother Kashoraya.
Thank you so much, Ibrahim. You know, I like what you say, let the APC people are steadfast, let them hold fast. You know, Ibrahim, and additionally, the race is not for the strong or the swift, it's for those who endure.
Yes.
Because if not only we endure, now they will win the race. You know, like anybody in this salon, apart from being APC, or anybody in this salon, you know, see the person they talk about Chairman Kasho, the household name na salon. The household name is salon politics. And somebody we people know say, apart from politics, they do so many things them. For the immune district where they possibly they involve in so many activities and where they help people them not only we go call a saloon, any part of saloon, especially in a future or western area or urban and rural, we say 10 man we each man no go sabi direct, we sometimes 6 no go say, hey, Cash don't do this to me politically or socially or economically. You know, and being the chairman of the APC, one of the stakeholders in the party, we don't see we be not doing. We doing that the only person we make a solid audio. We be very frankly attack the Afropita content and conies them. We begin point out to see that video go viral 1 or 2. Then you know, to me, I'm not surprised, and I've told our police I'm not surprised because I'm we can do. I'm we post the tell for talk or remote in your thoughts. So, you know, Brother Kasho, we all know things happening up now, you know, party today. We may to belong and we see so many things. What they see, what they go on with the PR system, what they go to APC, the court case, the ITG. You know, as a stakeholder, as a chairman, somebody who is offered for this party for over 30 years. Well, you know, Salon and then they if they use something for me, they give the party hope and people they vote in and out of the country. So just bringing out today for like put your voice and you know, explain certain things them, what in that you stands and the party stands moving forward, because as we get 60 days following the election and 30 days then it also what in the party stands and how you see this year as somebody that is still cool opposite for the party for long.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Brian, and all we try to make sure we push Salon to be fair. Because all we can do is make sure the right thing be done and to make Salon to be fair. Firstly, the PR system, as I was talking before, is not timely, is not legal, and are not things to say the leader might be particular moment.
Honorable Kasho, the council law, I don't know if I detect that. Honorable Kasho, the council law.
Hello,
right.
Hello, you got me clear?
Maybe I for bring the phone.
Get you.
Get you. For bring the phone can close and almost sometimes.
You get me now?
Yes.
But I get you now.
Yes, I say the PR system, as I say, is not legal and not timely at this particular moment. Because we get existing constituencies, we get existing work.
One of
from people who understand the PR system. Lots of what we look at chance to really put in use the one for use the PR system on. For example, local council they work by wards, and all the ward they get ward committee. So if you say now, not by ward again, not by district block, what is you will talk about the ward committees? So that means to say, don't disband the ward committees there, where the duty it is described by the Local Government Act, where say they will help the council for mobilized revenue, for help for them community job, and just for help for the society development where people in need, that can to do for go and do the thing for the people. And every month or every quarter, government will cash to give a small money. So each one get 10 people. So now if you say not by word again, you need to say every and duty, they never function again. So you know when people make law, the law they think of all that things. So now you develop the district, for example, like beyond district, so you develop now without one committee members in order again. And then now the people are not going to for access. Because they say just 33 councillors, they vote for them as party people, and nobody not going to for access again. And then what about the village election? Because the village check out for the bandit. Now we get 121 villages. How do you get a conductor election for the village mandate and the mandate? Because if you change use bandit again, you don't go use bandit for the election. Because the bandit election, the bandit of the village fall inside the ward, and the ward can fall inside the constituency. So if you say you use the bandit system again, you use the PR system, how you get for use for conduct my elections? That is another something I make say it is illegal. They go against people who instrument them, people who act their way to the damage. So we particularly against the PR system. And like you know, you talk to the policy affects the parliament. If you watch the parliament already there, I mean last time I just signed for enter, and I don't sign on the name for enter the hall. Now I know it starts. I mean, very embarrassing. If we make laws in the country, I believe say the people for know. Take that to the people. Ibrahim, culture, me, I believe say one thing I believe. If he works for the people, if he's done what he said he's done for the people, you don't need to go make any law for make you for win election because it's not good for you.
Absolutely.
The people will see, people that know, they will compensate you at the box. Carolinas will compensate those who work for them. We don't seek their interests. We don't make sure say rest not go up. We don't make sure say cement not go up. We don't make sure say care not go up. We don't make sure say the human rights are not abused. So it is simple. If you've done all those things for Sierra Leoneans, 2023 June, they will vote for you. And because you wait for them to do a payback for the compensation people of the Mr. X, you don't do so much for us, don't vote for you. But for me, they then load them or make the decision. But now, this fight all of the system is about Western area. I will tell you, Western area, people will say, let's say forget to speak, let's say forget to share. Western area. All these PR systems is about the province people. It's about the Western area. Yes. Everyone forgets more members of parliament from Western area. They don't say if they go through the constituency system for vote, they don't say they're going to win nothing. Out of the 28, they're going to win one. So they take a say, if they go by PR system, in bad, they will get 20% of the vote. That will get one or two members of parliament. Also, the same way to the council of the back again. So basically, this all is about a Western area, say, and the seat of power will not be nothing there. And then when international community will come and they say, the seat of power in a Western region, you never forget nothing, you know, get members of parliament, councillors out of 70 or so, both Western, urban and rural, I think that 2 or 3 can get this. So this is one of the things that we always talk about. Maybe let's say if one will make law, we protect them to the people, we read out to the people, let people understand, let them make their input, and then by your works, you will see that you want this kind of law. But if it's wrong today, it's wrong tomorrow, we're not going to try for this. Imagine if I'm November and not straight out, going to December, we're close to the election time. And then that year, you have to, this never happened, a prominent bond, 49 years, so this never happened. I never witnessed this kind of thing that happened right now in the country. Coming to lower level elections for APC, we have everybody free. Me, I believe we will take 1 week for conduct all elections. 1 week.
I believe.
Because if we say today the 5th of December, we will do all world elections now the north. Will go and done. You see the six to do all one election. Now the west will do one. The service will do one at the east. The state will do one at the south. So you know, the other next day, if you do only 132 the other next day, you do all. And then you do district and region. 16 districts and 5 regions. You do that one day. And then you start for the national, and then for the flight there business. So that's the beginning of January when it's not give away far. But again, that is really on the project of the fire. So basically, what's going on for you? Every people are ready. We also all these fights that will make you know able to get the possible to challenge the current president and we will make APC win 2023. But therefore, as long as the people are ready, members of APC are ready, and they have a Peter Conte in the camp. They say career, they know. They believe they go get these people on the water. Bring a camp up, they know say the people are resolved. They know say, for example, they know say Samuel Kamara, that the candidates come away for contest election they really like that. Because Sierra Leone don't need, you don't too much forget politicians them as president. We get politicians as president and we expect we blabber. But we get a technocrat. Like Samuel Kamara will sit Kamara, we get him.
Yeah.
He's a politician, yes, but I would say he's a 40% politician.
Absolutely.
And 60% technocrat.
Absolutely.
When you get that kind of you, there is nothing way to happen in governance when you do. For example, at least in the Minister of Trade, it's not that the state for the answer much for bad rates. When you just say the bad rates come for about 500,000, you think that's 60,000. For me, I don't laugh. You don't tell me say this man not even know what the happen outside the office.
I tell you.
But we get the technocrat like Samuel Kamara, we tell you yes, this ministry, that this is the problem, that this will for go. Of course, for the economy, it will be easy because the next part in that, which we will be there from MPRC days, taking us through to President Tabar, take them to President Goma. We see in record how the economy is going from the Bank of Salome, Minister of Finance. We see the fastest growing economy of the world. What's Sierra Leone? We see careful. So basically, people know the grassroots are aware. We know some man is APC when it's a game. We know everybody. Someone for event like you get a Peter Conte can be cotton can give small power for 21 man there. And they want for expendance of the entire political party. You go to court for election, you begin to do selection for select interim executive, interim this, interim that. And some of us not think about you can pull what you will say we don't make over the years. Because some other people are never sabi about the country APC. Not until that day when I been made 13, we become a secretary with a large ambassador for the yesterday. We go for holding the annual battle. And from that day, they will tell us say you need now one party party from who make the statement. From his statement, and they say those things the party strong. We all of this in the room, I mean no more refuse for dinner. Because I was so disappointed in his statement. Because one they say I don't come, people and they want on chairman, but because of the blabber, the success, to me as a player, they are probably type of chairman. If there be a true fighter for democracy, if there be a true reformist, waiting for development somebody who will be chairman out of the 9 bill they appoint, if they sit at the back and watch what will happen. Right. But because if you are in the position and make it a chairman, that's one. Secondly, you say, we don't cancel the government say the big bridge, for example, and government not do the bridge, for Allah Morandi. They will make government and engage them for asking why you not do the bridge. And what that to do? Let's say, for single party only. How much graph me and no graph me? And I not sing the song, the video day. I not sing the song. People ask me, I say sing song with this man because from his statements and from what he says, the special expression, I'm not saying always talk about the APC problem. And she's giving for a few weeks. People is here. Even when the customer will back still.
Mr. Kasho, if I should, good morning, by the way, this is not Cash Box. And if I should ask you, you know, for far too long, some of us have been on the media saying that maybe sometimes, you know, the APC songs seem for the deceive most, you know, party stalwarts them. And Comrade can always sing the Comrade can always sing the second verse where, you know, like the side when the sweet side where they can always where they ace the and you know in the struggle of APC there will be victory. Now that side they more than they sing, but the side when they tell and say, you know, Comrade, what's the second stanza away like you get for fight for you guys.
Sons of APC stand firm.
Thank you. Yeah. But we didn't ever see that side to the APC, but it's just the softer side. And like what you say, so yeah, go on.
What I want to tell you, me they sing APC song only can everybody sing now. Because the song gets meaning. It gets meaning. It gets inspiration.
Absolutely.
If you watch them, there are three stanzas. If you watch it, if you don't quietly and quiet moment and then you recite them for yourself. The inspiration, the song they tell you say, this is APC, you continue where you redeem Sierra Leone, you continue to Sierra Leone before, and therefore you get from because of them you don't stand for, you never go through trials, you never go through challenges, but you can stand firm. You can stand firm. Money never make it bend. Power never make it bend. Jealousy never make it bend. You can stand firm because APC is Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone is APC. Look around this country, my brother. Look around the country and tell me if you don't see APC. Everywhere you go in this street, everywhere you go in this country, you go to north, south, east, west, you will see APC. So anybody who thinks that someday for enjoyment, because the market is for enjoyment. The day in between say this song here gets meaning. So some of us, and it's time to go by, and then to start to do a lot by the meaning.
And also, Mr. Kasho, just whilst I just joined where you been talking about Samura Kamara being the most, you know, feel say one go say like the corner, say this is part of the problem because you know Boku APC people and chairmen and chairwomen, you know, councillors and stuff like that, was seen for endorse Samura Kamara, which is everyone's right. But you know what? Because people like you say that is part of the problem itself.
No, that for me it's not a problem. Right. For me it is not a problem. For example, me endorse Samura Kamara immediately when we lost the local election. The video there outside. And all of the flag bearers there were people who about 1 big flag bearer. One, let me also face it. Number two, me get respect for the whole. Even though they don't support about Kamara, but I have respect for them, my friends, that I bought out. From the end of this. I have respect for them. But let me tell you something in getting them here. Forget power, forget position. Now by time.
Absolutely.
Now by time. But right now, when they put Samura, they put El Laporte to the worker and the tweets. Election is about votes, it's about numbers. It's about numbers.
Yeah.
It's about voting. You know what's happening in the Nigerian election right now? For Terry, the right of Peter Obi.
Yeah.
But right now, you better say, they attack Peter Obi now because they see the numbers there now.
Yeah.
So everybody is campaigning and attack the attacker. So it's something that's not that me personally, me not against any but they aspire.
Yeah.
Like Paulo Conte, like Richard Conte, Samu Shimana, and you name them. You know, I'm not against anybody before Kamara, and so on and so forth. I'm not against none of them. They're all great men. They're all great men. They're all important to APC. But for this particular time, we redeem. Also for redeem APC. It's about the redemption of Sierra Leone.
Absolutely.
It's about the redemption of Sierra Leone. So the only person we need right now is Dr. and Samura Kamara. But I'm not qualified for president. I'm now 49 years old. I've worked as a police officer. I've worked as a military man. I don't work in the European Union. I don't be a teacher. I don't work in the PPRC.
Yeah.
I mean, as a chairman of NET, that's what you mean, a chairman of council, and also don't work as a football responsibility. And I've went up with years.
Absolutely.
I've went up with years. We can't be president. But in the what we tell me, late uncle Chukuma Johnson may so continue rest in peace. When they get an Eskuma going to court, when the court rule say from today's date, and Eskuma is no more the chairman and leader. And the chairman and leader for the party now Chukuma Johnson. That was the ruling of the court. I was there and I mean only brief states.
Yep, that's a fact. People don't know NTR, but Akasho. People don't know NTR.
But what did Chukuma Johnson do? We're gonna host, we go put in glass, he watch in mirror, he dress in mirror. He watch in face, he watch in the country, we say, gentlemen, Mr. Said, we make me a good job president. You don't see me for making a good job president, especially on one to use, one or two green. Wait up, president, you don't see me. But the man tell me, I will say, I'm not getting the face of the president.
Right.
So right now, and it's Kuma. He called Kibidu, at that time, Kibidu with the IG. He said, I need security and block for me. Madamba Road and Liverpool Street, and then a big meeting. And he went to that meeting. The owner and Chukuma and up. He said, the court don't say, me, Chukuma, and Amina, the leader and chairman. Yes, I agree. But me on Chukuma, me only leader and chairman. Not others by Kuma.
Wow.
If the more be selfish, the vision like that, they'll get so. And as well, will be president. So they're not going to enjoy the good road. We're not going to enjoy the hospital development. We're not going to enjoy anything that Chukuma do when left so as president of this country.
Yeah.
But Chukuma Johnson said no. So it takes you for making you understand your position at the time.
Yeah.
Some of us will vex, some will vex people that will vex, madam. Say, no. I don't get no. I don't qualify for being president. The people learn, and somebody wants. So it's the same thing to Samoa Kamara. But do you know why make somebody create at Samoa Kamara? Somebody take and say, if he Samoa Kamara win, he's not going to be minister. He's not going to do the but if you get there, he's not going to be minister for 30, 40 years. Well, when the youth are now go turn to people, somebody, how do you want to get representation? Some must have minister for 10 years. Some must have member of parliament.
You know, not deep.
Today, if APC say, that's why you do so for this 5 years, but I tell you about 20. Now, make any time we do, staff day, make a mark. So, at any time, say you go left. It's an election. So, APC, we are ready. I'm telling my brother. Always they do so. Look at what the next they do. I'm call them the electoral commission for a new name. Look at what they are doing. Look at what they are doing. It's not good for Sierra Leone. Let's forget about APC. You cannot portray Sierra Leone like this. For sure, we'll never handle the registration process when.
Absolutely.
Sierra Leone. Let's forget about APC.
After 60 years.
Washing will go with all the money when they don't put on neck. Washing will go for a name.
The people are not gone.
The inclusion form. We want to say possible field with the name of the system. You know the. When I get a school picking, we go paste people name at the wall. You go post it. Let me show for. I get somebody to tell me say, when you go check for when you go check for everything. The papa age, the big class is papa age. The age of the papa. How you ready?
Oh my God!
People name over 200,000 people name not appear when you register the law. This will expose the country to laugh. There may be a laughing of us. Channel for move from this level now. What you need to do so? No political participation will happen. Maybe I said the problem for that day. Because I'm quite the one for that. The problem in the country.
But Akasho, when you talk this talk, say it's about Salon and then the laugh we. You see, the laugh good and the laugh way back in the cost reconciliarly in terms of like, you know, we always talk in this platform about the reputation, the confidence, you know, all of these things them. And when people in the look at Salon and say, oh, the dollar don't go to 20,000. But Akasho, this laugh good and the laugh we so, you know, unfortunately, by the way, Ibrahim and Comrade and People's Power might just use this opportunity now how I get. my phone crashed on me, lost all my contact list.
Oh.
To some extent, like there was something an audio where I want to do I kind of like wanted to like currency the one pot, because the reason why currency na the one pot, everything, like for instance the bastardization of the constitution, like when they talk to the ECSL, they make joke out of we country a reputation. We talk about the security the community, they always talk about our one tribe dominance. We see like how the police then they get the rest for 11 months. All of these things them, Brother Kashaw, like what you they talk so, when they laugh with, and it affects the currency. And for many people and they see the dollar don't go to 20,000, till when be the 7,000, don't kind of like go to 20,000, they can't even triple who side they been there. It makes now this laugh wouldn't they laugh with so around the world.
Yes, about the currency, me I talked to somebody about the Minister of Trade. We just possibly also find out that this country right now, government just care about what they do now, where the people are ready for the vote for the 2023. The election of 2023, 2018 na bread and butter. 2023 na rice and placard.
Perfect.
Let's forget about the import of Sierra Leone. We want to control how they sell tamale in Sierra Leone. We want to control fish when water the fish up. We want to control country rest.
Thank you. Thank you.
We want to control pepper.
Yeah.
Why other people go up? We want to control them. Maybe stone in the break. When they pay for a Nazi, stone when they dig that gold and bring and sell it for 4,000. Now it is 10,000, 12,000 for a pan. So meeting say, government for Sidon and look at them for self production. But now, what if was the government want to show on their own, just on their own, and then they work so. You have other people who are in opposition, or would not even that go any party self. They are experts in their own way. Invite them with an open heart, in mind. No one can discuss. Let them bring the idea come up. Because this is Sierra Leone. But you know, say that video. Miss Bobo, the one they tell me, say, brother, I say, yes. They say, somebody died. I say, hey, bro, what's up? I say, brother, no, sick. I say, brother, me hear what they say, brother. They're angry, the human and so. They say, angry, plenty, say, no, no, you see me, anywhere they. Each man she fire, the man smoke. But it's angry for who? So we got on level one fish there. We got on level with AC and one fish, we left with this. That we should not and see what will happen. The commodity they will have people need that are always the produce, the pepper, the palmine, the fish, the continent. Now we control that in the bush. Now we control them. But because we can be done and see until they go 2,000. 2 million for another food. It's a serious problem for Sierra Leone. But all boils down to politics. We just get politicians then, and they'll get technical captain. Maybe the president will for those tax to bank over or the day we say, we never able or do that work before we never control the dollar. Right for
Absolutely.
But Kashaw, even the president himself say he not go able to protect the people of Sierra Leone. So he's self or sack himself. If you be genuine to Sierra Leonean.
If you know say president election president, you need to catch over. You need to go to the election to catch up. If you know who fight. But like the bank government when the president appoint up, and the president expect up to make it deliver, when the president get good name. Like Miller, for example, if I appoint a staff at council, we for work for make a get his name and then we get any option now. If we get any secretary, chairman, and not money, okay, we get target for 2020, 25 billion euros for it as get ready from council. And then get everything, and not going to money, not going to need that more, and start to speak to that.
Well, absolutely. But actually, just to correct that side, the president self like liable to sack because the constitution tells about impeachment, which I don't want us to talk about that right now. But like because I don't want to make we digress, I think we should focus on like the
in the parliament when they say
not true. Yes, not true. Not true. No, that side I agree because of the absolutely.
Best if you do, let the president present a record, a report card,
Brother Kasho, look, clean up, look, Brother Kasho, just clean up that area, they're small. Because impeachment is just the act. Impeachment is an act. What did they do for you when you impeach your president? And they send a message to the international world to say this country they ready for move forward, right? Then they hold them president accountable. You might not be able to get them out of office because to remove him from office. We see it happen in America, Brother Kasho. Now, the Constitution is something where we get for begin user. We not for assume say because it's a yeah and nay. I just clean that up no small, Brother Kasho. But go ahead, bro. I feel your point. I understand where you're going. I just want to understand. Say it is a section of the Constitution that should be used at some point, regardless of who say nay and yay. This night when you impeach a president, now solid votes. Everybody when they vote say yes or no. In name for be registered because they go down at the books of history for say this was the president that was impeached. But anyways, go ahead, my brother. I don't want.
Even calling for it, Ibrahim.
Yes.
Also, kind of like Brother Kasho, which they talk so about. You know the respect to never get. Even calling for an impeachment for me, I think it's a good thing.
It's a beautiful
because
thing.
It tells you like the president is being held to books.
Absolutely.
Just they go do things and no more go to if you say they get away with them. No.
Oh yeah, it brings confidence, Brother Kasho. Investors they see whoa. This country is ready to move. You see Ghana, they make Ghana they go before. Ghana they hold their own people accountable. Recently they make the finance minister resign in position. The same ruling government when the government in power, they say for this man for resign. Imagine But Brother Kasho, I'll go ahead with there is something when you talk about Dr. Samura Kamara as well, where I just want for buttress, and you make some critical points, and Cashbox kind of play the devil's advocate with you, where of course Cashbox understand exactly where you're coming from. You see, who's like 2 days for talker, you did that confusion. The reason we make APC lost election 2018, let me not go there again. That fet 20-something man they come all man be president. What the heck, bro? What the heck? Nobody that they work, they got there, all not they work, they don't get job, they don't got a thing for do. All man be president no more. Anyways,
like quoting Kasho say.
Go ahead, Cap.
What's how Anascoma gets we make APC win 2-7. Now people like Chukuma Johnson then, and then Clinats, they look at themselves say. Anyway, for today, now next time go donkey the face for lead the country. I make my decision for publicly say. If the APC one winning, we'll not need for top of flag there anymore because all what you want from Samura Kamara, you don't get them. The sympathy of the people left, you don't get them. People don't like them. People fall out of protest. As so, for long we call the party interest and forth and the country. What think Kasho say is not about APC, it's about Sierra Leone.
Absolutely.
See, no, even talking here for flag there. Leoman just know say, okay, you know what? This God don't choose them. Lord just support them. To go to conventional, but we go now say we are going there. What to look for now? Like Indian order for the Ghana Macedonian period, and that is my own point. That in a Jamaican point, and any well-meaning APC, any well-meaning Sierra Leone winner, APC positive understand. See, we not like we like Samura Kamara, not like we want to impose on people, but we just don't want to go where we came from 2018, having confusion. And matter of fact, when you look at what you guys talk, when you see some people come for flag there, they accept. So what you say the wait. But you type, you type don't reach, you type not reach, you type don't pass. You don't accept the question because everybody don't pass 40, equally qualified based on the thing we don't do. But it's not your time. For God's sake, they're the same for APC time running of people. Get the positive already. Yes, because of why.
Let me tell you something.
Yes, sir.
From where the people of Black Bear and APC, he cannot even win a world election.
I tell you.
No? I'm telling you. So man to get control over a village.
Exactly.
That's where it starts. If you say you want to become president, either if it will be possible for win a world election, or you village for the you. But say just we get one president now. But someone tell you we don't even get that. Well, if you get president for me president at the old country. Not so much I make you. So you understand? So basically, you know what you said and say, me, I'm not 58. I'm not 58. Let me come to this impeachment business. You see, someone will say, the cash should afraid for talk. No. Because everybody knows me, what's I going to talk about? Anyone will do me no more. Now, I'm telling you for free, anybody will be leader. If you want to make a deliver. But when you get politicians then, when they be leader, they always must satisfy the people they near them. Instead of them deliver for the nation, they believe for satisfy the people they near them. When they allow them, hey. Now let me say, at this time, now technocrats we need.
Absolutely.
We will tell you, say, yes, my party, yes, but again, this two do not correct. This one do so wrong.
That is where Dr. Samuel comes in.
No, but it is simple, very simple.
No, Samuel is the kind of person. He's the kind of person you can see, you can tell.
As I tell you so right now, the country is about rest and plazas. I'm telling you for free, it's about rest and plazas.
Fact.
People don't eat, food not there, think younger. Then you look at the salon. It's almost salon police the rest. Ibrahim, the first time for host me again, I have a package. I've done a paper on how salon police for look like will win election 2023.
Thank you, my brother. Vision.
That was given us a clue. The salon police guys that if you take them, we tell you they're not acting there all around here.
Okay.
No.
Right.
When me the police, me the serve for 40 years in the police.
Thank you.
A joint police work with some people that want to go school better. Before you get couple, say you go sergeant, major, sub inspector, chief inspector, you don't serve for 40 years, you don't retire. You pension not the better, you graduate not the better. Now I make it good to come, he advises of pull leg because it delay the progress of the officer there. So for example, if you take 5 years, you go to sergeant, 10 years to inspector, 15 years to assistant to police, then 20 years you go you turn superintendent, 25 years or 30 years you don't be chief superintendent. When you retire, you pension the eye and you graduate to the eye. You go make a small abule so you go leave. So bringing this old rank back, why don't demotivate the policeman them? Number two, they don't get better future. That's all. So we they go back to that system. The government say government Fakaba may rest in peace. They spend plenty money for make sure say they rebuild the force where the force will be happy. For example, now you pack social assistant commissioner of police, social the number office. You take the old AIG, you say AIG in the office of the deputy inspector of police. Imagine the motivation, disrespect, a old AIG. You take and say it will be like what it will be clerk to the deputy inspector of police. So what we are going to do? All 16 districts of this country forget district police. Who are commissioners of police? So they all the proportion of they all the offices. That is first. So every LUC division where they which that district they answerable to that commissioner of police.
Thank you.
And in turn, every region gets the AIG where the district police officer answerable to. So we're going to make the force to be attractive, forget respect, and forget morale. If you check the policeman and barracks them, I'm afraid. You know, people that barracks them. From where check this?
Not to barracks that begin.
For much I can still be build barracks them in the old days, the 80s. Today, don't do barracks for this. So, but I talk all thing now. I will present paper to the people of this country.
Absolutely.
We call and say the people's way. For example, go to the banks. Our people are suffering. They work from 7:30 in the morning, 10, 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night without overtime. You are not paid for the time after 5 o'clock. When the labor law say 4:30, 5 o'clock, if you're not off, they're not paid for that.
Wow. That's slavery.
They will be happy now for vote for APC because they make sure say we work after 5 o'clock.
Now overtime, they never pay for hours a day. But again, we don't have to release everything. That's possible by the grace of God.
That's a fact. You know,
as I say, the PR system not good because it affect the village elections. Because go say you go to the boundary of village, where you say they go with boundary again at the country. It affect the ward committee members who they help council for work, for identify problems, for oversee development, for help council for raise revenue, for take care of the small road work that the various ward them. It affects also that again. It make the councillors and the MPs them not answerable to the people. Even though now we say yes, MPs their duty not for build bridge, not for build school, but because they answerable to the people indirectly, they do all kinds of things for use their salary for help for building half children. So it also the help government. But now if you say make a district block, nobody will ask the councillor or the MP for doing anything. And APC, as I want to assure you, say we are more than ready. We are more than ready. Today, if there's 50 day, we are just waiting for that committee for come up and then we start the lower level elections.
You know, Brother Kasho, talking about this.
APC people don't stay out of problem because now, if they hold you, for example, you don't go for vote. You understand? You don't stay out of trouble. Even though they've been in trouble country, we don't stand. We don't be at these 4 years. And not only APC, but Sierra Leoneans. Because one of the funny things that when they happen in the country, anybody will talk, but the battle they happen, they say that APC. Telling another human rights again for say, oh, this is what is happening in my country, I'm not happy. As soon as you talk so, they say that APC. But then again, fine for me because people could say that, okay, the APC party, people say that the Kumbura party, oh. You will talk, you will do what you have to do, the only thing they will do, they will advise you. So I want to thank you so much. I don't know if anybody has a question again. Because the implication is full with bad.
I have a question for you. The question I get for you as an APC comrade. Me, my word is here. I thank God you meet up the Alala Parliament. One of my frustration why I get to the Parliament, I always make and clear now the leadershiping the Parliament and you are in the allow the government they use and misuse MPs them. I've said the time and again say if they arrest one MP, all the MP then say okay this time around when I go lock wall, I think this for but consistently if you, even SLP post is like PPC MP then create themselves na parliament effects. The next one they say police invite IPC post it and up till date this they continue and that's become worrisome for me. What's that you take on that particular area? What's that you
You're quite correct. You're quite correct. The law say we represent in a parliament do your duty. Police never go arrest them. Police never go molest them. In fact, in my presence, I see the sergeant at arms. That's what they call it.
Sergeant at arms.
I see. Yeah, actually, come and do it. They call the LUC for sending men inside. Yes, I did the call them for going inside in my presence. And then you know, we see the first happen inside Parliament. You see the video there. I know they go arrest one side. In fact, if I say up to now with MP, then a CID. Me, if you say the MP, they get a great goal for play. And they get a great goal play. They go pull on all common side Parliament, and then they say the pull on command, then continue for you to build a lay and down, they lay the instrument, and then the next day when I go back for go debate other bill. But that is wrong. That is complete. For me, I think because me say for good in the next day, self. Because if you don't go pull me, you don't arrest me. What you for go do the next day again? For go discuss on a bill where the government want to discuss. What the one where they affect the people who want to discuss them, they're not going to discuss them. No. You are still an MP if you don't go to the next day. I mean, me a member of parliament. If I was a member of parliament, I will not go. I will not attend. And we're not going to say grab one man. They arrest APC for the kind of more. No, the leadership of parliament with an APC for saying this one will be here. For the arrest and honorable show, on a will go now. Will go now. Because when the MP is not get freedom, but I'm not the leader there. They don't take wall now. All will go now. Don't go down at the Penemba will or Nigeria because it is not done. They are not done. MP go fetch that parliament. No, but if the then can't see me happen, I believe the leadership of parliament for them to say, okay, what should they do? Don't call them, don't discuss. Don't go negotiate. Don't go talk about because it's shameful for people who see that television, people they fetch that kind of thing. And not to one side defense. Where is they fighting that 2 or 3 people in effect, two or three factions in effect. But you can't keep on arresting one side. It is not done. It is not done. Me, I mean, what when so full I mean things that need to be happen. When the new IG don't come, I mean say the TV don't reduce, but what happen then this year back, I'm afraid. You know, you and OSD, you go creep a member of parliament. It is not done. It is not done. Invite, if you arrest, you don't arrest the possible. Don't write to parliament. Parliament don't say okay. If the speaker don't say okay, we're not going to investigate this member of parliament. Write up officially and invite her. But you discredit the House of Parliament. I won't discredit the House of Parliament, so let's listen to the whole side because you're in a sacred house. It should be respected. People don't should be respected. Police can write them simple and say you are invited for come and can't depart by this blah 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 so. What to murder case? What to rape case? You can invite the person to come. If they say they damage something, malicious damage, you can invite the person to come.
Brother Kasho, right?
Invite one side.
Brother Kasho,
you live in the police for being independent enough for watch that video day, watch the video, get some facts from that video day, and invite the one that we don't see both sides. But then we invite one side. It is wrong.
Brother Kasho, you know, the serious point you make, sir, and I just want, add small part which you say for piggyback from which you say so. You know, when you look at the Constitution, section 100 all the way through, they talk about members of parliament are immune from even prosecution or witness or as a witness. So what's going to happen inside parliament? Parliament, they regulate itself. Parliament is a body by itself. We don't even need the police for go regulate them, right? A parliament in that situation, they're going to call the sergeant at arms. When the guy where you talk to the Allah, bring a man and come, bring a man like a war zone. You know, come on, we're talking about respectable people in parliament, right? Bring a man and come. So the sergeant at arms now responsibility that therefore provide security within the walls of parliament. You don't need no extra police force for kind of parliament for kind of waiting. The speaker of parliament now cause that trouble. But what I want for clean up really back, what I want for spruce up. When you look at section 100 of the Constitution, it makes them very clear. Say members of parliament are actually protected, you know, from any prosecution on their way to parliament and from parliament. Which means say when a member of parliament they go on a parliament, where they inside parliament, where they left parliament for go back, this person is immune from any form of prosecution or arrest. So I want to let people understand anything there. You know, they don't even need nobody for even invite a member of parliament or police. The only time when you member of parliament, the law will step in. It's when you deal with now, say, you know, criminal offenses, misdemeanors, felonies, matter of fact, felonies, you know. Wait, so a member of parliament and say, don't go kill person. This member of parliament, he named them for this case, he said they kill him. And at the end of the week, go right to the speaker, and the speaker, they give the go ahead for declare and release that member of parliament and take away immunity. Because let me tell you, you have to take away the immunity of a member of parliament. And the only person to take away that immunity, is the speaker. So they have to put Abbas Bundu now. You see, then there, this is the problem I get with the opposition leader, Chino Majuba, as the leader of the opposition. If for no protocol there, if Abbas Bundu, for every member of parliament that has been arrested, we want to see the letter where Abbas Bundu write, forgive, declare the go-ahead for the arrest a member of parliament. Honorable Abukagbo, Honorable Emmanuel Saidu Bankura, all of those members of parliament, Mara, when they arrest them, we want to see the letter. It goes back to, again, the proclamation for the PR system, where Mara Biowan declares. So there is a proclamation document where they authorize the NEC commissioner for go ahead and declare a PR proportional representation system. Where is that letter? If you look, these guys, then they hide all into there. So the problem I get with like Cherno Majubas, the leader of the opposition, maybe this is, you know, I'm okay, then guy, I'm not going to say they know everything. They might not know everything, right? So I'll place for call with all attention. Because what they learn from we say, they piggyback from each other, right? But in place for get all the letter in there from Abbas Bundu, Usa, he released, he take away, because again, you are taking away the immunity of a member of parliament. So when it's a small thing that they for do, for common to go arrest members of parliament, where are the letters?
Ibrahim, yes, I will not cut you on. For me, there is a mistake now, Parliament. There is a serious mistake. I think we don't do. I think that we APC be in office only for correct as a country. We we don't say that you appoint. That's the way, you know, I think we're going to go back to that way. Now, among the members of parliament, perhaps you could say certain level we don't serve, we will be Speaker of Parliament. But we don't take a politician. This is my problem I have. You put him as Speaker, we always seek the interest of a party. Section 100 association as one of the constitution make very clear. But again, the abuse of the constitution and other laws that the country, you don't pass mark. And I believe the leader of APPC in Parliament, he know that that law they did, and therefore people don't make sure say they don't abuse that law. They even to cancel 116, make it very clear that when the councillor they perform in duty, a councillor or a staff of council they perform council duty. Nobody know for all, nobody know for security. But again, I will tell you for free, they all lock up Boku. I was the first chairman of this country lock up. I did my use. I'm not gonna I call her. I'm not gonna I did my use. I appeared in court past 10 times. Nobody ever say me involved in. The do I go start to go build national now? Pap they hold me and say I mean inside. I mean send stone. Imagine me I mean inside. I mean send stone. I mean born mochoka. Just imagine what me big show. Whether would you want to go see me? Where are the born mochoka? Where are the send stone? Where are the beat posse? 23 count charge. If you shouldn't catch the you go. So you see, they lost them and the country. They abuse them so much. They abuse them.
But to the point of the abuse when they abuse them.
Make me the same. We need a change. A change. We will come for respect the laws of Sierra Leone. A change we're not going to make them go beat members of parliament inside parliament, arrest them, go lock them up. A change we're not going to make them go beat councillor, go lock them up. A change we're not going to make the mayor of Freetown, they travel for go oversee with a councillor, they go the hold them next day they charge the mayor for going to court. We need that kind of change in this country. We respect the laws of protect the human rights of the citizen. That's the change we need. We need that change, Zebra.
But I can't sure. You see, I agree. Say we need the change. However, by the time we wait for that change, people they die. Things then they become harder every day. Like what you they talk so say, oh, like let we deal with the pepper first where they produce that the country, the water where they produce that the country, and all that in it. But I can't sure. I'm telling you this. All of these things, if even the thing that we will not get our country, for instance, the petrol, the diesel, even when we not get them, a day within we control. Because we able, as a government, for instance, on our own government, almost they want to be subsidized for the fuel, petrol. It is a government's responsibility. The America where Ibrahim Deso, the biggest economy in the world, now the biggest subsidized nation, especially when it comes to the petrol, then they call them gas. They are the biggest. So even though, but I can go back to your point where you talk, say, we need the change. Yes, we need the change desperately. However, sometimes we cannot be kind of like waiting for 5 years, every 5 years before we get change, because that 5 years when we wait for Madabio, now it make dollar go to 2 billion. 5 years when we wait for Madabio, now it make thousands of people have been killed. Evangelist Samson torture them, bury them, like pauper them. Because we play the waiting game. We've been waiting for 5 years. This is the reason why they kill people in Napanemba Road. Because we not kind of like uphold the sacred documents where we get with the Constitution. Some of these things, Brother Kasha, we're not saying that, we for call, but we need to expose these people. For instance, like the point where Ibrahim, they make about like saying, well, when the document where the speaker take away the immunity from the members of parliament. But if you remember I think a year or two ago, Honorable Lai Mara was arrested. The very speaker will get the right, when in the constitution give a mandate for take away the immunity. This was the very minister, we're taking the very speaker, we're taking 2 left foots them, along with Terry Coco, go to the president for me to go beg him for release Honorable Laimara. You know, some of these things, let me say they play this game. But you know what? These guys, them, Comrade Kwetaki always they talk about command responsibility. We need to force these guys for make them do what's in the Constitution first. If they want to go beg, some bigger to the president, not their business. But then we force them, so we get these things on a record. And I think this is what we always propagate. Because we know some of these things, they would never do them. But we need to force them to go according to the Constitution. So when the waiting camp come one day, one fine day, we get the one day where we for all responsible and say, oh, Jerry Koko be tell the speaker. The speaker.
Sorry. You're quite correct, catch box. You don't reach yourself for reach. You're quite correct. We go all that for all responsible for explain. Let me tell you, Sierra Leone need a commission of inquiry, not for go all person property or for go do selective justice. But Salon need an commission of inquiry for make possible explain to the country why he behaves so. For example, the killing of McKinney or Losai, he put Sovula, the commission of inquiry, televised all over the country. Make he explain whether there are others. Why he has IG not be able to do the correct thing.
Thank you.
Let people know. Yeah. Let people know say that because for now you say the speaker they go for beg the president for release Mara. Me, I was telling you for me, I don't believe that story. No. Because the Speaker of Parliament, a seasoned lawyer, seasoned administrator, for no in functions.
Absolutely.
For no in duty. Yeah. If for no day, na in for release. For example, if they go arrest the member of Parliament, we not to write letter for release. If for make a known to the public, say what the.
Thank you. And that is where the leader of the opposition, Chino Majuba, comes in. Now, in responsibilities and they for hold. Go ahead, brother Kasha. I'm just filling the gap. But Akasha, you need for reset. But Akasha, you make solid points about the lawsuit, the signal, your network kind of. Hello. Okay. Yes.
Okay, so as I say, me not believe say go to president, blah blah blah, president and go bigger. The Speaker of Parliament, sees the lawyer, sees the administrator, or know what you right, but you whether you go. So get the commission of inquiry where over the way explain that. That is what we need to do in this country. Exactly. That's what we need to do in this country. If you get a judge, if the judge do something not correct, if that judgment not correct, get him to a commission of inquiry and the public. Why? And then you go find out say Salon will change. Salon will change.
But Akasha, No.
I don't get the way possible to say the president say for can't do this to you. President ain't say for can't do this guy. I said no. If the president want to tell it to me, the president will do say the president know how they communicate to me. He will call the Minister of Local Government. Minister of Local Government will get onto me. But president will do Minister of Local Government and can't send me as an ordinary person to me. But they go by go back and tell president. So at the end of the day, I will not say yes. But the president is that person. Just look at his president his name. You understand me?
Right.
Take action. People say no. This is not done. So, but if you release, as we say, let us see the letters.
Absolutely.
The police say for the police will say yes. We seek the. You get me?
Oh, they get you.
The police must say Yes, we seek the permission of the speaker and look at the letter of the speaker, who write the speaker, and look at the speaker and reply to it. But when we see the clerk of parliament not get right for release, for act to release people against member of parliament.
Under no circumstances. Under no circumstances.
No, Kasho, Mr. agree with you, and maybe not deny the 100%.
The mandate standing. Where they delegate that to nobody.
Thank you.
You understand me? So basically, my brothers are all matter like thank you.
Yes, sir.
Because this verification, the people the name says some not come, some man face not come, some man information box up and mix up. The next I call it ECSL not get better materials then, or do the work, then forms the way they say, inclusion forms are not there. So I want to go down today and see, because we are coming out with a very big petition as a district. We want to come out with a very big petition. We want to put all the facts together. But make sure we come up with a very big petition. Make the world know, say this is what ECSL are doing. Because don't forget to, we are talking about president, we are talking about speaker, we are talking about ministers, we are talking about the APC leaders, them. NEC. Now, the problem right now for rigged election. ECSL. Now, the problem. So we have to focus our attention to them. Because from registration, for PR system, to verification, I go register people for 1 month, you go give 4 days. And Monday, for that matter, Monday, when people are not for go work, and you tell yourself for go verify. Don't see the kind of game they play. Don't see the kind of game they play. People they go, why don't make it like 4 weeks every weekend? Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday for inside 4 weeks. But people go, they go work, but that is the game. So go focus on microscope with camera. Go put up our ECSL because I didn't cook it right now.
Well, Kasho, in that regard, we will let you go. For no tomorrow, we will can talk specifically about the ECSL NEC and the registration and this verification.
I will tell you that center by center what you see. We will tell you that for people know because your platform is going far wide. For people that don't say yes, this thing happen, and we cannot accept that. We cannot accept that. What's already the age of 18? But for 18, if you don't go register, I get his sleep, a name, and everything for appear and report and register.
Thank you so much. Well, family, then tomorrow now for no say this week and the week for Chairman Kasho, no as Abia na APC alone. I know say Miss Abia na we need the person the threat for talk. As I say no more, you know my talk you go look I do things for do. Tomorrow we will come again for Canton exactly about the NEC to be specific. Any problem you can answer the NEC and the election and the rigging pattern and the verification. Tomorrow, now they are not saying today, you will get time for go check all. Tomorrow you can go to the complete breakdown and you don't want to see. Then in your district they come up with a big petition, so they listen tomorrow. Lord and ready back for listen to Chairman Kasho.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't know if Ibrahim don't reach an office. I guess it don't reach Comrade.
Ibrahim.
Yeah, I think you could all reach an office. Maybe say just don't go start and then left the field. But you know, Comrade, like when Chairman Kasho they talk so sorry.
Everyone just like quoting Kasho with the talk about say the leader of the opposition, he believes say you know me, not to say believe self, I know say you know. Being first time in parliament, 15 years. Being a lawyer, he knows everything. My brother, these are the only things APC and Salon Parliament get so many lawyers inside the parliament. Meaning whatever thing they do is deliberate because all of them knows the law. They know what the law says. They know the confines of the law. So for let them be a lawyer, a practice lawyer over 20 years, then if it's everything you don't know, then how you represent people in a court? How you represent people in a court? They know this thing as well. It's deliberate. So whatever thing they do, the leader of the opposition, they know the way they for do, we for stop this thing. So to me, the Kogi Council say we need a commission of inquiry. All they target all sector. Everybody the role they play, you they can explain to me. If the role proper, let the people know.
Thank you.
Because at the end of the day, this impunity for end because these guys they don't bend Osusu do to impunity.
Yeah.
So we go for end.
You know, comrade, one, you know, Ibrahim, that's civil education where we can talk civic education where you can always talk about.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know this process about like what Chairman Kasho say about, you know, let we do public inquiry into people roles and responsibility. Do you know that is also part of the process? Because people they get to understand and say, you know what? Oh, so this is not the role of the police. This is not the role of the speaker.
No,
this is not the role of the parliamentarian.
They picking and see with the disgrace that public.
Absolutely.
Almost people like kill. Because you keep on that people don't kill. Almost people like people don't do so.
Yeah.
That is it. Because Salon Kasi, we have to the trajectory in a way that people go free for a family, they blame picking and all go drink poison and die.
Absolutely.
At the end of the day, it's about our country. And everybody responsible for Salon mess, be it government, be it opposition, Nami could say, and all the talks to cash box. We want anybody to come for opposition, but for be very responsible because what a responsible opposition is going to USP hey, the government is a bit the government they be able, you the catch which is which man powerful, who the catch which now. Then pay for catch which might tell the man say, hey, this money pay me, not bad nobody, which might very powerful. Whatever like it man now. This not to any excuse. NT Council say they can't for talk about the ESL and the registration. Tomorrow you can believe it will be an interesting topic. We want to tell the thank you, who know they talk for long, know how far we platform they go, but they appreciate people when they motivate we more for say we need to do more. For us, we do that. We have to start today. Go for blue. That's what we do. That the cost of the coding you want to that they give you. It's not easy. For 4 years plus with the gap day in day out, they go on live, they come, we just dedicate yourself. This is a free service. Small money they now use for them. So we appreciate when for say when I listen to me and that they give us follow to do more because at least they make the guys for talk because we don't aim to say I fight for a long haul, meaning we want come for end the promotion mentality. Say for common on say post of fully because with one bag rest for 500,000 or pay school fee for picking. No, not your responsibility. Let me get the access. The access to education, access to health, none for people get. No give me money, people get the access, equal opportunity. Now they talk about equal opportunity. Everybody for be treated equally.
Absolutely. Comrade, they encourage you and not encourage you. But I see the angry way they come out, and we appreciate folks that we appreciate everything we're doing because at the end of the day, no matter man or day, we're not gonna say no. I appreciate when somebody, they really at least appreciate what you do for them. But this one, also, so at this point, encourage you, not encourage you to go in this. Also, this on a day. And I'll say after June 2023, 2024, June 24, 2023. But for right now,
Ibrahim, I don't tell you, say, forget about June 24. We are not fighting here for change government. We fight for change narratives.
Absolutely.
So we don't care whose government get for camp. Because all I understand is we have integrity for say. We don't fight for political people power. We encourage APC for can do bad. Ibrahim, we are not fighting to change government. We are fighting to change the narratives of people. We fight is going for a long haul. Not to say we defend for license people come out to support by APC. No. If APC come, they want to do the same, then mistake safe. That mistake will correct right there because if not, all to run the show these 5 years are for nothing. Ibrahim, we are not fighting against the government. We fight against bad policy.
You use one word, Kishno, where you say access to education, which I love so dearly. The reason why I say so, you see, people just they go, this government they come and say, oh, education, free education, and all that. Come with you and I know the society where they live. For me, people in that country they make the education system better. People and they were able to afford them. Imagine the last government they pay 70,000 for a year. All they could have done was just to promote the thing about education, which I believe was there. Make it compulsory for every Peking for go school. Because you get some people like right now, I think the system is being abused. Because even people and they were able to afford them, way are able to afford them, they still give them free. But the thing is, what we need for no people and they, but you know what? Most people, I guarantee you, Ibrahim, you see with all these numbers, they talk say, the number of people picking where they go to education, they get access to the free education. That's why I read one thing where the principal in a convent, they talk say how since this government came, the free education, the picking don't double. The number of picking in school don't double, but they only build 2 classrooms. They had to build 2 extra classrooms. You see this level of, and guess what? The guy, when you go check the Uma name, what's his name? Something Dembi. You see, Ibrahim, we can downplay this tribalism business. But these are the things that they kill with country. So the fact that the check you saw them, you know how old you get for defend. This is not the problem when we get our country. How can you tell me say the number of beginners in high school don't double, but you only build 2 classrooms? They say after the free education. Ibrahim, these are some of the deception there. But again, access to the education is, for me, it is very key because we get for no. But people are able to afford. Trust me, they're picking all the private school. But come money they send them picking a good government, government school. Ibrahim, most of them they go to private school. But you know what? We're going to build a system where we either afford, make sure that people get their salaries on time, people get like a living wage, and then we don't go sit down and go pay people. Look, Ibrahim, this is what I keep saying. Government get two options here. Either they reduce the cost of living, or but you always get for the pay people a living wage. So it is up to you now for either increase their salary or kind of like reduce cost of living because you get for pay people a living wage. How can you pay somebody 1.5 million, 1 million, 500,000 or 500,000 for month, but for make like a family of 4 live, they need about 3 million. How does that make sense? How does that add up, Ibrahim?
Absolutely.
These are some of the things that where we they kind of like propagate, and then we make sure say we pay people enough for make them able to pay their beginning school fee, or if they're not able to pay their beginning school fee, the one they already earn over a certain limit, they pay themselves and make the education system better and good for everybody. Where we say even you young picking Ibrahim, Joel, they all go get access. They make sure say they're forced to go to this free education. When they go sit down, we go make free education for the poor and them. Then the minister they tell we say no, inside the picking go private school because not a choice.
Yeah.
This guy will be smart.
Oh, can you imagine? Well, 1 hour 10 minutes. I think so. The left and I. But comrade, Koita, Cashbox, People's Power. Una don't hear anything from Honorable Cherry Coco from ECOWAS Parliament. Any speech we don't make. It all reference the fatal and the Parliament against the PR system. It don't mention this thing about the registration verification process that has been flawed. When we see people and go sit down and go.
If we start this, we'll not go end this.
Well, no, I just asked because I don't see him. I don't see him.
No. To be very honest, many of you ask that question because when say they discuss important in the country, where they affect millions of people in life, they affect the political party. Until that they left the country.
Thank you.
So for me, I know they ask that
question.
So
at this point, you don't left now, Comrade. So since you don't left at this particular point, it's in an ECOWAS Parliament. You don't mention this thing in an ECOWAS Parliament. Let everybody, the world know now, say this man is against within this government to do so. Let it tell we say at least one day. They not tell me say they get for table this, they rush for table one day. This is how they behave in the country. So this ruling government not democratic at all. Look what they go do now for create bad name for the country. You don't talk about the well of Parliament now ECOWAS.
ECOWAS Parliament say
okay.
Let them not forget about the early warning signs.
That was the last one. I'm talking about this particular occurrences now.
After we've been talking, say Salome get peace and stability. We don't pull 10 members of Parliament. The other day go say you talk about the early warning signs, and these are the biggest early warning signs we will ever see. But
absolutely.
That's not to focus. We focus here now.
No, comrade. This is the fact. This man should talk about this. And also we get to focus. But what I say is, no,
if
comrade.
Don't decide for work against a couple of countries, say no, can make this perfect so that the voter registration with the verify. So all man for your bottom.
Yeah, I got you, comrade. But at the end of the day, we get for this man as the leader of the opposition is outside of the country. All these things will happen. He don't talk. He don't make a statement as the leader of the opposition. He don't express his disappointment.
You appear in my bland tweet. You appear on Twitter, but you are not tweeted. So
thank you. So, comrade. So, in as much as we get with priorities, I'm asking these questions because this is some of the points we'll go for. Ask this man. You don't go to ECOWAS.
If I don't tweet.
No, Ibrahim, comrade, like what you talk, so we should not lose sight of anything, even though
absolutely
we on a particular thing at a particular point in time. But we hide again for the all sides.
Absolutely.
CCTV camera. However, Ibrahim, you see, like when comrade ask a provoking question and say, for even left like the question we ask. So for me, begin to tweet and say, oh well, the wait my left go, or you don't talk about ECOWAS and say the wait find one all day that they tell them go do the all lengths in there. Again, Ibrahim, we go back to like procedures. Like he always they boast about knowing, say we don't know parliamentary procedures. But hold on, have you say you would have not put a procedure in place for say for you 2 weeks time for make una discuss any bill in the parliament. We don't put a bill for say 1 week, give me 1 week because no
parliamentary procedure not to modular university.
Thank you.
If you are like military training, now we could deny the know the what's inside it. Not to modular university. Let me tell you this today. If you now take go, you want for like if you
say
no, if that man want for
the procedures, let them kind of like them. But don't remember say let we put procedure in place for sure. Say
no, if it want to,
if they ask for no.
Because the communication now is very simple at the world. If you don't even use the voice, they use your finger there at Twitter. It go on Facebook, you do something. So if you cannot use your voice, use it, and as a leader of the position, what you get for expect? What they say is this one that all my exam, government will put some exam, some of we didn't have for being sincere communication in a sincere manner. Then we could not get brap and this feds. Now we'll get communications rather than the salon in future. Now we'll get. That's it. Who is on this platform today? If Nami on assist at the not say the party is cut already. If Abraham the bend the party is cut the party is cut because we give for salon, not to propose interest. That's just it. Then people let's begin just now. What to the talk in a throne and I when I look at what's in that pink box, anyway. I don't say about because I Twitter password. If I mean on Twitter, we don't say.
Right, yeah, comrade.
And any part of the holiday, you write letter. You write letter. Letter for this. Yes, it's a Chama. You write a back say as leader of the opposition. What happened in the parliament? So. For us, back. For us, it's they for saying away can as alone. They write. Say this so. There's no way can see. They write the same thing. We possibly get for example, it's a computer. I get access to printing. So, to me, we still the watch. We need to talk nothing dates before we would talk. People will not say we not just want to talk with all options. But like you can't clear it, will not say you are not working in cahoots with the government. The Cote President say some parliament Africa they work in cahoots with government them for doing bad for do bad governance system, for make bad laws and we don't see it in the happiness alone. Salon the clear evidence. Full criminal libel scout law with danger past criminal libel act. We wait, Ibrahim. We are waiting.
Absolutely. We cannot lose sight. This man for make a statement at the well of parliament for don't see the video, the coverage and everything, expressing his disappointment, especially if we don't talk about the early warning signs. Say, when I see what I tell now, look what's happening at the country now. At this particular point, members of parliament get forfeit at the well of parliament, the whole world they see. Because again, this government not they pay attention to the democratization process and then they follow procedures for make sure say they respect the rule of law at the country. When I see what we want for now, something like a dan they are serious leader. This guy was genuine in all his fights. But anyways, Comrade, you mentioned something about a module in Parliament. I want for everybody to understand, see, you get access to the standing orders of Parliament. There is two ways to learn, theoretical and practical. You can read them, but we go inside, you can practicalize it. I just want to know so that you the guy for clarify that point there. Not to for which day we go inside it, then you go learn how for do them. You get access to the standing orders, you the BAM, every cell able for read them, your constitution, you get a copy from your BAM, you read them.
What I talk, Ibrahim? What I talk? Not to let people go investigate. We have to go study first for parliament. If we can't talk about parliament.
Exactly. Thank you. That's what you meant. Okay.
Not to cause. Okay. I mean, not to cause the university. For
Thank you.
Go do member of parliament course before you can like parliament. No. Because constitution say for the only two qualify for one parliament, for able to read their right.
I'm telling you.
For one parliament.
I'm telling you.
Not forget PhD or forget this. I say for able to read their right.
Absolutely.
So that don't tell you say not to say na any course you go do first. If you qualify like you na banker. If qualified like broadcast sports accountant, if qualified like you now because to let the pastor the responsible, you qualify for them before you go No.
Right.
Just get the ability, and if you're able to endeavor for the read. Why?
Absolutely.
And read for understand. Not to read the parliament. We talk. No able. I don't know what to make easy able. Why no commodity?
Thank you. Any other person go do a job inside Sierra Leone, we go say enable you work in the fire. Huh? So, these are some of the things we're saying. But anyways.
Yeah, I tell you about the army. We soldier absent for duty. One green day. Let's see you. I shall they get you now.
Absolutely.
One green day absent.
I was posting go to work in a bank. He said, I'm unable to work here again. Then they left and they pay salary every month. But it's unable to work. We go sit down and watch people and they face them. The teller just sit down and they watch people and come for cash and check them. They cash out. They sit down there.
If I do this, they will beat me.
They will beat you. Can you imagine? They sit inside.
I don't pay money for show me close to any bushwa. You don't give me money. You don't show me money, me close to give me.
Ridiculous. Anyways, then go learn. We left an eye. Well, APC people, Sierra Leoneans, them, when I go check, we know say they sit there the last day for check on our registration verification, but we know say that process they will not begin at itself because the proper verification they come. This is what they do. So I don't know side they pull up. I don't think in a salon they do this verification right now. But in real one, we wait for them. We wait for see what the opposition leader get for say about this whole verification process and how they forgive people them. Why for even verify? Why they for put time limits 4 days go verify? Why this thing open for 1 month? Let people get chance for verify. Take your time at your convenience when you get chance. All day they want let people in the run elter skelter for left what they do for go fenting for it and tomorrow then get for run for go check and verify name. Why they not go left this thing open for a whole month? Say you get for go for or Matter of fact, NACRA and all of these other people in the NEC is an institution in itself where they open Monday to Friday, they pay them salary. Why they not go allow people themselves for able for go to NEC office, you go, you pass it, I can check for make sure say the verification correct. Even if you don't go to that you ward in district, even though they get and they for left and they 1 month now only ward them all over the country. People are able for go at the inconvenience, they go check. But anyway, if we continue, we'll go on and on and on. All left and we'll talk to you about tomorrow by God in power. Bye bye, everybody.